Thinking positive is not only for successful people, for rich people, for happy people, for introverts. Thinking positive is the way of living, is a way of acting, is a way of you choosing to think. You don't need more energy or more money or more anything to think positive. If you are thinking negative already, that's a sign to yourself that you can also think positive. Because the same mind you are right now using to think negative, you can use that exact same mind to think positive. But the question is, are you going to choose to think positive? Or are you going to choose to think negative? And best believe, whatever you are thinking on, that's exactly where your life stays. Whatever energy, whatever picture, whatever you are entertaining in your mind with your thoughts, that's exactly where your life stays. But let me ask you this. What do you gain from thinking negative? What comes to your life from you thinking negative? More negative stuff, more negative situations. Why? Because since you are thinking about it, life is going to send you people, send you experiences, send you situations to confirm to you whatever you are thinking about. And that works for both ways. It works for you thinking negative, and it also works for you thinking positive. If you fill your mind with ideas of how things can go wrong, or how you're gonna fail, or how much you are hurting, or how much life is going horrible, awful for you, best believe you are going to keep receiving more experiences like that. Why? Because life is giving back to you whatever you are thinking about. Now flip it, and you choose to think on how things can go great for you, on how you can succeed, how you can be joyful, how you can be happy, how you can have the solutions. Life is going to keep giving you, situations, people, circumstances that are going to confirm to you whatever you are thinking about. And you have the choice. You have the choice all day, every day, 24/7, because you are the one thinking your thoughts. You are the one who pick whatever you entertain in your mind, not other people. Because other people are not going to force you to be like, you know what? Think poor, think sick, think negative, think drama. Nobody's going to come and point a gun in your head and make you force you to think certain things. So why not choose to think on what you want to experience? Why not choose to think on what you want to receive? Why not choose to think on what you want to experience? Does it make you, do you feel good when you're thinking negative? Do you feel good when you're thinking of ways on how everything is going to go wrong? Do you enjoy thinking of struggle? Do you enjoy thinking of misery? Do you enjoy thinking of poverty? Do you enjoy thinking of sickness? Do you enjoy thinking of negativity? Do you enjoy thinking of lack? I bet the answer is no. So why are you choosing to do it? And I get it. Now you're going to be like, oh, see, it's easy for you to say it. Oh, it's not that hard. Oh, it's not that easy to think positive. Oh, so why is it easy for you to think negative then? Nobody has ever come to me and asked me how to think negative. That tells me one thing, that every single person who's negative, speak negative, or think negative is their choice. They are choosing that every single second. People always come, how to think positive, how to speak positive, how to stay positive. Nobody has ever came and be like, how to think negative, how to stay negative, how to speak negative. Because that what comes easy, right? Lies. That's complete lies. You are choosing. Because if it's easy for you to do the negative thing, that is also easy for you to do the positive thing. Why? Because you have both energies winning you. You have it. Both energies winning you all time present. And thinking positive, that doesn't mean you don't have negative thoughts. It simply means that you are choosing to not entertain negative thinking. You are choosing to not entertain negative talking. You are choosing to not entertain negative visualization. Whenever something negative comes to my head, I replace it immediately with something positive, with something good, with something prosperous. How I do it? I write it down. Always something positive. How can it go right? How can it go prosperous? How can I win? How can I succeed? How can I love? Everywhere I look, I'm looking for something positive to say, something positive to think, something positive to visualize. I'm consistently reminding myself that, hey, you say you want a positive life. Guess what? It all starts with you thinking positive, speaking positive. And all of us can do that. If you need reminders, put reminders on your phone. That every time in a certain hour, a certain minute, a certain day, you always receive notifications. I do it. I have the notification right here. You can see, it says, I am money. And it always comes up on my screen every single day at 3 p.m. Why? Because I'm choosing to fill myself up with positivity. I'm choosing to fill myself up with positivity. You can do it too. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it's joyful. Who does not enjoy thinking how great life can become? Who does not enjoy thinking how amazing life can become? Who does not enjoy thinking how much money they can make, how great they can become, how rich, how successful, how prosperous? Who doesn't enjoy it? You can imagine anything. You can think about anything, truth or false. But you are choosing to think poor, to think negative, to think on how ways of how life is miserable. Nothing is working. Of course, it's not working. If your thinking is set on how things are not working, your life is also set on how things are not working. It is not a joke. And you have heard it before. Change your mind, change your life. Because the first place where you experience your life, the first place where you build your life is in your mind, is in your thinking. So why not think positive? Even if it's not happening, why not think positive? Why not think success? So you are telling me you have the choice. You can pick anything to think of. And what you are choosing to pick is you choosing to think poverty. Why think poverty when you can think riches? Why think sickness when you can think health? Why think failure when you can think success? Why think fear when you can think faith? Why think problems when you can think solutions? Why think tears when you can think smiles? And that goes with thinking. And that can go on a deeper level. Why look at images of poverty when you can look at images of riches, images of wealth? Images of riches, images of wealth. Why look at images of failure when you can look at images of success? Why look at images of sickness when you can look at images of health? Why look at images of lack and limitation when you can look at images of abundance and wealth? You have the choice all the time. Nobody else is thinking your thoughts for you. Nobody. And you know you can do it. You know it. Other people are doing it, so can you. But for you to use the excuse, oh no, this is how I was raised when I was growing up. My environment was always negative. Grow up. You are no longer a child. Now you are in control. You are in control now. Oh, my parents didn't teach me how to think positive. How many things your parents did not teach you, but now you are doing it every day? Did your parents taught you how to suck Did your parents taught you how to eat? They didn't, but nowadays you do it. Why? Because you went out of your way to learn whatever you wanted to learn. But now you want to blame your parents for what they didn't teach you. No matter how much you can blame their parents for what they did not teach you, you are in control of who you are today, and you are in control of who you become. What do you gain from thinking negative? What do you gain from thinking poor? What do you gain from thinking sick? What do you gain from thinking negative? What do you gain? Me, I have obsessed my life with positive things, positive images, positive affirmations, positive people. I write myself letters on positivity. I write myself notes on positivity, on success. Even if it's not happening right now, I write it to myself as of it is happening right now. Even if I don't have it right now, I put it to myself as of I already have it right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to read you this one. I wrote to myself right here yesterday. It says, success not to myself. Inspired by one of my favorite songs, which is Optimistic by Sons of Blackness. This is a note I wrote to myself yesterday. And it says, I am built for greatness. No matter what challenges comes my way, I will keep my head to the sky and move forward with faith. Success is already mine. Even when the road gets tough, I will stay strong, stay focused, and stay optimistic. I refuse to let fear or doubt stop me from reaching my highest potential. I am unstoppable. Every step I take brings me closer to my dreams. I trust that God has already aligned my path for abundance, wealth, and prosperity. I am favored. I am blessed. And I am destined to win. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And nothing can stand in the way of my success. I will keep going, keep growing, and keep shining. Because my future is bright and nothing will dim my light. I am optimistic. My success is inevitable. I wrote this success note to myself yesterday. Why? Because I'm filling my mind, my body, my environment, my imagination with positive. If I can do it, so can you. Why not? We all have the same 24 hours. You have a skin, I have a skin. You have a mind, I have a mind. You have a nose, I have a nose. You have a mouth, I have a mouth. What's the difference? That I'm choosing to do it and you are not. But guess what? Whatever state is in your mind, that's exactly the state your life is going to stay on. And you are in control. Exactly how I was able to write a success note to myself, I could have done the opposite and write a failure note to myself. But I didn't do it. Why? Because I choose positivity. Because I choose success over failure. Because I choose to believe in myself over doubting myself. Because I choose to speak success, speak prosperity, speak happiness, speak joy to myself. And that's the reason why too I'm able to spend 14 minutes talking about positivity non-stop. And I can keep going for hours. That's all my content is about. Positivity. And I will never run out of ideas, out of words, out of affirmation, out of scenarios when it comes to positivity. I cannot. Why? Because I'm obsessed with it. Everywhere I go, I look for the positive. Even if it's not there, I imagine it. I visualize it. I create it in my own fantasy. Because in my fantasy, in my life, only positivity. Even if it's not there, even if I'm crying right now, positivity is in my head. I'll be like, okay, these tears are coming out of my body because my body is cleansing. Yep, keep crying. It's great to cry. Why? Because I'm choosing positivity. What about you? What are you choosing? What are you choosing? Enough blaming other people. Enough blaming your environment, the way you were raised. Enough saying, oh, It's easy for you to say. Why is it easy for me to say and it's not easy for you? Why not? The same mouth you are using to speak negative is the exact same mouth you can choose and speak positive. The exact same mind you are using to think failure, think sickness, think poverty is the exact same mind you can choose to think prosperity, think riches, think health, think wealth. The choice is yours. But do not be surprised though. Whenever your life starts confirming to you whatever you are thinking about, do not be surprised. Oh, why is it going negative now? You were thinking negative for a whole hour yesterday. Oh, why am I poor? You think poverty all day, every day. You don't speak about riches. You don't speak about wealth. You don't speak about nothing good. Oh my God, there is no money. It's hard to make money. Now you find yourself working hard for money. I mean, that's what you said. Why should life give you anything that you are not thinking about? Guess what? You deserve to receive whatever you are thinking about. I mean, you're already doing, by the way, because life is reflecting back at you whatever you are thinking about. So there is no surprises. I don't get surprised whenever people see me and smile, or they see me and they compliment me, or they see me and they give me gifts and they want to help me and they want to support. I don't get surprised. Why? Because I'm thinking about it all day. All day I'm thinking about success. I'm thinking about love. I'm thinking about positivity. I'm thinking about and I'm speaking on doing good to others. I compliment others. I smile at others. That's all I think all day, every day. So life is giving me back to me whatever I'm thinking about. So I'm not surprised when somebody help me. I'm not surprised when people send me gifts. I'm not surprised when people treat me right. Because that's what I'm thinking. So why would I be surprised? And every day I tell myself something great is going to happen today. It already did. Somebody just gave me a large smoothie. Not smoothie, a large shake. And I've been craving shake since yesterday. The person just gave it to me, not small, large, for free. I deserve it. I'm not surprised. I was like, oh, I was thinking this good yesterday. Now, boom. Somebody come and give it to me. Because, again, as I said, life is giving back to you whatever you are thinking about. What do you think? You choose. And life only gives you whatever you choose to entertain in your mind. You are in control all the time. This success letter, you can pause the video when I was reading it, and you can read it to yourself as well. You can read it to yourself. And I write myself notes on success, notes on happiness, notes on health, notes on forgiveness. I'm consistently filling myself up with positivity because it feels great. It feels good. It does. Truly and fully, it does. I love being positive. I love thinking positive. Who doesn't? It's a choice. You have the choice. And whatever you choose, that's exactly what life is going to give you. That's exactly what life is going to remind you. The truth still the same. For decades and decades and decades and centuries and centuries and centuries, the truth will remain the same. You become whatever you think about. Change your mind, change your life.